Hi, my name's Phil. I like talking about politics. And well, after Elon Musk was exposed as a gamer who paid people to boost his characters last month, now we have Twitter exposing another major far-right account, Inevitable West for those familiar, as not quite what they claim to be. In fact, their bio describes themselves as a defender of Western values and culture, by which they mean aggressive racist. But due to a little slip-up, it looks more like a bot account run by someone from India. Do the far right have any supporters who are actually who they say they are? But first, for daily political commentary, please hit the subscribe button to stay notified. So this is priceless. This is grade A popcorn material, proper drama. Really is. For those of you who left Twitter because it descended into a rancid sewer of political discourse, a lot of what you're talking about was probably came from or echoed by an account known as Inevitable West. Really large account. Gives the impression of being the gammoniest of gammons. You read their stuff and you think, yeah, they're almost certainly white, late Generation X or Boomer, incredibly racist, rabidly xenophobic, EU hating, Trump loving, basically textbook far right. And now I'm thinking, they were probably a bit too textbook far right. This account has been promoted by Elon Musk. Oh, I've had little conversations with Elon Musk. Even Robert Jenrick seemed to feel the need to have them on his side after he personally appealed to the account owner to remove a post that was damaging for them. But now look what's happened. The Inevitable West account posted this. Promoting the sale of Hindu religious products. Not really the sort of thing you'd expect of an account which gives every impression of being the sort of person who thought Rishi Sunak, who is a Hindu, was probably Muslim just because he wasn't white, and unusually for a non-white Tory, not overtly Islamophobic either. So now people are coming to a few interesting conclusions. First of all, it's obvious that Inevitable West would not get much of a commission trying to sell models of Hindu deities to their target audience. Inevitably, this was intended to be posted from another account. That's obvious. We could be 100% certain of that. As with anyone who runs multiple Twitter accounts, and there are valid reasons to do so, of course, they eventually slip up and post something from the wrong account. A little bit like posting the wrong WhatsApp, only way more embarrassing. Because now people are thinking that this guy is Indian, or at least of Indian heritage. The advert is in English, so you think, well, not necessarily from India. But that being said, advertisements in India are sometimes in English, so you can't rule it out. But despite their subsequent protestation that, in their words, guys, I'm not Indian, W2F, we can absolutely say for certain this, right? They have at least one account trying to farm far-right leaning people and at least one other account aimed at an English-speaking Hindu audience. In other words, regardless of who they really are, where they are based or what they believe, they have essentially outed themselves as a grifter. They are either grifting the far right or they are grifting Hindus. Could be both. Has to be at least one of them. As well as, maybe others. They might run more accounts. But they are definitely trying to grift someone. And I wonder how Robert Jenrick feels having exposed himself as begging a grift account to go easy on him. So now people are wondering who they are, because it's certainly not who they say they are. I mean, let's think about it logically. So we'll first of all assume that they are genuinely based in Britain, but even that is up for debate. So let's think about two possible profiles. Which one is more likely? That they are British Indian from a Hindu family and learned the ways of the gammon, which I suppose is relatively easy to do if you're submerged in it, in order to be able to grift the two communities for the price of one. Or do we suppose that they are a white Brit who can trace their lineage back to the bogs of Cheshire in the Middle Ages, a direct descendant of Lindoman, who spent the time learning about Hindu culture in order to flog some figurines? Which is more likely? I think people are sceptical that a white English nationalist is going to know the difference between Hindu and Hindi. And so he's probably not going to even think about trying to flog merchandise to a Hindu population that they'd rather didn't even exist. And to think This account often jumps on the bandwagon of saying British culture has been replaced by immigrants. And by immigrants, they mean people who can't trace their lineage back to someone who fell into a bog in the Middle Ages. Well now, methinks Mr. or Mrs. Inevitable West might just be a bit of a fraud. A reminder that it's very difficult to really know who someone is on social media, unless they're posting videos of themselves. And even then, it's not always of themselves, is it? Reminds me of an old joke about internet chat rooms back in the day, where men are men and girls are FBI agents. But who is Inevitable West? And did they fall into the Islamophobic gammon life because of some racial tension hangovers between some Muslim and Hindu communities in India? But there we are. Those are my thoughts. Let me know yours in the comments below. If you've enjoyed the video, please click the like button and subscribe for further content. If you'd like to support the channel further, click the join button for memberships. Thanks for watching, and until next time, I'll see you later.